let's see here. Oh, is this thing working? Human technology is so faulty, I swear. It's no wonder they go through so many different versions of their devices that they make. I mean, so many. Let's see here. Oh, I think Great Scott, I think I got it. Okay, well, why don't we try that again? Hello, I am the Doctor, well, one of them anyways, and this is my first vlog. I believe that's what the humans of the internet call this thing, not quite sure, to kind of record eventful times in my life. Thinking writing it in a 1,000+ year journal would be enough, but no, GINA suggested that I try video recording all of it, so here I am. So, thankfully, GINA is off doing something who knows what, so I have the TARDIS to myself for today. So, I suppose I should start this entry. Let's see, what should we talk about though? Yes. My current experience meeting the Headless Horseman, or, and follow me here, the Headless Horse Woman. I know! It's crazy to think that the Headless Horseman could actually be a woman. I mean, it's one of those things that most people think, the myths have always talked about a man being the Headless Horseman, but no, of course not. Well, hate to admit it, but some of the myths are actually wrong. But, yeah. So, really, it was quite interesting. Well, that's an understatement in itself. But really, the Headless Horseman, it was quite interesting. And in regards that when I found out that well, first of all, the fact that there was even a Headless Horseman in the first place was absolutely insane. I mean, you have all the myths all around planet Earth. Again, talking about a guy who's going to be headed in battle and then comes back and terrorizes people by magic who, did him wrong. Well, turns out that that's not so much the case, and that the case really is that a doctor from the future who happens to be a woman actually was just trying to expand the lifespan of human life. Now, normally I'm not really for that for many reasons, but her heart was in the right place. Now, even with that being said, things leading up to, her becoming the Headless Horseman, or Horsewoman in this case, were quite a bit odd, to say the least. Thankfully, after everything happened, we were able to get her back to her normal life as she knew it. Again, things leading up to that, though, weren't exactly the smoothest. And it didn't really help that her company was trying to keep her from reaching her goal the entire time. But yeah, it was quite interesting to say the least. Now, one thing I think I've taken from this experience, if there is a myth ever depicted in human history, universal history, there's usually someone out there who's going to try to create that myth and make it a reality. Which, sadly happens more than often. But, speaking of someone trying to create, stuff in the universe, I actually did come across another doctor from the multiverse on my experience meeting the Horseman, or Horsewoman. Now, I I hate to admit this, but at first we didn't really, get along that well. Okay, let me backstep that. I was a bit rude to her from the beginning, knowing, when you just find some random person studying your TARDIS, obviously you're going to be a little defensive towards it. But, after a while, getting used to, working with each other, because, interestingly enough, she was there to investigate something that happened to correlate with my experience of seeing the Horseman and everything. We actually, started, hidden off. And, you know, when we both found out that, you know, the horsewoman was actually, you know, a woman and not a man, it was kind of refreshing to know that I was actually wrong about something. Not saying that I'm ever wrong, or wrong a lot, or wrong. It was just refreshing to know that I was actually wrong about something that was universally accepted as being a man. But, you know, the experience with her being with that, being able to actually find that out, it was, it was absolutely intriguing. Because I mean, I will be absolutely straight with you. I absolutely enjoyed my time with her. And the one thing, it wasn't just her presence that really, you know, captured my, you know, the kind of the bond that we formed. It was the fact that after everything was over, that she turned to me of all people, to ask about being a better doctor. Now, clearly, you know, I'm probably not the best person to turn to, and that's not saying, you know, I can't be stubborn every once in a while, and there are a few times that I'm kind of a short fuse. Yes, I will openly admit that. But, you know, I can also still be a good man. So the fact that she turned to me to, you know, have some advice like that given to her was really, really encouraging for me. Let's just say that. But yeah, I mean, after seeing her though, again, the experience was absolutely brilliant. I really would like to see her again. I'm coming off a bit too eager, aren't I? Well, perhaps that should be in the end of this entry. Anyways, so I suppose that is the end of this entry, as I stated. Now, what was that thing that you told me to do at the end? Oh yes, sign off. So here we go. So I am the Doctor, and this is my story. Sort of. Oh, and can we call from GINA? Of course it is. Hello, GINA. How are things going? Oh, you want me to come pick you up now? No. That's definitely not an issue at all. Definitely not an issue at all. Yeah, I can be there. In a few seconds. Okay. Gina, I'm going to say goodbye. Goodbye, Gina. I'll see you soon. Oy vey. Sometimes she can be a real pain in the butt. Wait, has that been on this entire time? Oh, I really need to make sure that thing's out before I start doing anything.